Well, hello there, darlings. How are you? It's been a minute, so I thought I'd better get on and do a little video here. Just on a private, personal note, I'm so stressed out. We're moving. We are leaving Alberta, and we're moving to Ontario, but I have some family in Ontario, so that's a good thing. So yeah, that'll be happening between now and hopefully the end of the summer kind of deal. So, there's going to be some major big changes happening in my life this year. I don't know. It's scary, nerve-wracking, all those kind of things. I just can't help it. I have to share it with you. It's like I can't have this information in my head and not be able to share with my friends. I know there's not too many of you out there, but I appreciate the ones that are here. I really do. I know I've been off and on, but life kind of happens that way sometimes. So let's just get into a reading. We're going to look at Fani Willis. The reality is that, look, she should have never gotten up and went and testified. I think she should have just ignored that completely and never have done it. It brought into question so many things that are probably considered innocent if you actually looked at it. Like, say, for instance, when she said, when I took out money for my campaign and now they're trying to say like that's campaign fraud. It was her money to take out. It's like if I took out $50 and said I'm going to earmark that for, the post office and I only spent $40 and kept $10 for myself. You know what I mean? Like, it's just that part doesn't make sense to me. So maybe I'm just not getting where they're coming from, or maybe I don't know the law well enough, but I just kind of, that part of it. And I mean, I guess, yes, technically, if her and, what's his name now? Oh, guys. I was going to be all, like, prepared, and I'm not. So just give me 1 second. Because my coat of many colors that my girlfriend got for me. Hold on. Nathan Wade. Nathan Wade. That's who I was trying to remember. Sorry, guys. So let's have a look and see what's going on and the overall, like, what's going to be the end result. Are they going to kick her off? This Trump case, is this going to be enough to do that? Have they got information that could, kick her off? Or is this all just for show? Because, Donald Trump would do anything to get out of this. Okay, let's just take a deep breath. Let's ask for the information about Fani Willis and Nathan to come forth. Tell us what's true and what's going to happen. All right. So look, at the center, at the very focused center of it is the actually giving and receiving of gifts. But this card tells me that when Fani says she paid for herself, she did pay for herself. She might not have the paper documents behind it, but this is something that's like give and receive. Crossing it, the Ten of Pentacles, the money, the job money, the money that's invested in that job. Now, I will say one thing that bothers me is the fact that most special lawyers that come in on a case, they make upwards to $250,000, $300,000. But this guy has made, I can't remember, why am I like not remembering his name? Nathan. I'm just gonna have to call him Nathan, guys. I'm just gonna have to call him Nathan because I can't do these. Nathan Wade. Why can't I remember it? So here's the job. Here's the finances. This is what's crossing Fani Willis's job that she's trying to do. And it's unfortunate that this happened to come out because this is just what Donald Trump wants to have happen, to have something to delay it. Underneath it all, we've got the Knight of Wands. Look, he was interested in her. It's not like she went after him. He went after her. Let's not get it twisted here. we've got the Three of Swords. So here he is. He's coming out of his divorce. And Fani Willis was a good match for him to move on with. I mean, I don't know if there's other people or not. It's really neither here nor there. Page of Cups on top. Guys, I really, really feel that Mr. Wade had feelings for Fani, but I think that Fani Willis really had love feelings for Nathan. So this wasn't just a let's get together. This is something that had potential. Okay, so in the near future, we've got the Five of Pentacles. So this is how Fani Willis is feeling. I'm just going to lay a card on top of it. I think they're going to push for investigation, but I wouldn't be shocked if they did something like take Nathan Wade out of the picture and let Fani move on. I know her name is, I was listening to her father and her say her name, Fani. Yeah. So she's, you know, at the base of it, she's just like, oh, this is all about money, but that's not what's important here. What's important is the case that I have for Donald Trump. And she's very confident about this case. Confident as in she thinks she can get him in jail. And that's a very strong possibility here. The people around are just looking at like the foolishness of it all. Why? Because not that, you know, like most people meet their significant other through work or through that type of thing. But people are here just kind of like, oh, did we have to have this? Just like, couldn't we just have this go through without any kind of misstep? And that's just what it feels like. Like, oh, it's just now, it's no longer going to be Fani Willis going forward. It's going to be Fani Willis and then this story attached to it, if that makes sense. Fani is just looking at this as causing arguments, causing stress, causing confusion. She's worried. She is, because you know, you can never know what's going to happen. Because I think that when she tells you that they weren't sleeping together or anything until 2022, I believe her. I believe he was coming out of divorce. I think that they were becoming friendly prior to 2022. I think there was probably friendship and then some flirtation, but they didn't get settled in until after the job, or during, or just after the job, just after. So the outcome, we're going to have the Emperor. I'm telling you, Fani Willis is going to go after Trump. Fani Willis is going to get Trump, and she's going to be the one that's going to see jail time for him. But I think there is a possibility here that we could be looking at Fani losing Nathan. There may be a further investigation, confusion, endings. Yeah, that's probably showing the relationship, and just watching, trying to, you know, check everything because they want to see receipts. They, you know, Trump's team is going after this. This is not just, you know, this situation that happened. It's being propagandized by the right. As you know, really like, oh, this is terrible, we have to stop it. I mean, I think there's always a possibility that she could lose her partner, Nathan, and that seems like it just keeps coming up over and over. I think the really strong possibility is that he could be investigated and or taken out of it. But I see Fani Willis moving on, and she's going to continue with the Trump case. But it's going to be, unfortunately, her name's going to come up, and it's going to be mentioned about the affair. It's going to be constantly, you know, brought up in her face rather than, do you know what I mean? Like there's some kind of spoiling here, if that makes sense. So, she still has feelings for him. She still has feelings for him. This was not just, this was two people getting together for the purposes of love. So, alrighty then, let's mix these cards back in, and we're going to look at what happened to Navalny. We're going to look into what happened to Navalny in Russia. Did Putin have him killed, or allegedly, or did he die of his own own health, because he's been poisoned? He's had a lot of things happen to him. So, you know, did he have a heart attack, or, you know, like, was it natural in the sense of as natural as it can be being put in prison against just because you're a political opposition? Scary. So what happened to Navalny? Okay, so he had to defend himself. So this wasn't just something that happened. This is something that happened to him. Crossing him is the magician. This is Putin. He has the ability he can do whatever he wants. Anything he says to happen, they do it because they're afraid of him. So did Putin allegedly have something to do with this? I would say allegedly, yes. Underneath it all, we've got the Queen of Cups trying to keep the trying to keep the information away from his wife. But she knows differently. She's definitely, when she says she's going to keep going, he was looking at this going, I have to do this. This is my destiny. This is my fate, that I have to do this. Looking at, hoping and praying that somehow, some way that around the world, somebody would help, you know, deal with Putin. It's almost like waiting for Putin to get in enough trouble so that he could try to take over. He really had a strong will and a strong want to get rid of Putin. And I think there was a certain reliance on his part that he thought the world would come in and help more than what they did, because, you know, he just felt like he was kind of left out there. But Putin definitely had something to do with it. We got the King of Cups here. So was it somebody that gave him some kind of drink, some kind of poison that took him out? Something absorbed. It's either a drink or something absorbed into his skin. Devil, right here. There's people worried and stressed around this. There's more than one person that knows what happened and who's involved in what happened. And they are really worried that the outcry for wanting to have answers could actually affect them. But how far it could affect them, the devil only knows, right? Putin is feeling very much like he's being blocked in, and it's of his own doing. I mean, he could have a wonderful relationship if he was actually on the good side, but because he's on the bad side, he feels like he's disconnected from everything, and this is why he has to ensure, because he's so paranoid in his head. He's so paranoid with his own thoughts going around his head, that anybody that you know, looks like they're trying to, you know, go up against him, he just can't handle it, not even a little tiny bit. The outcome is that oh, sorry, I just dropped. Of course I dropped cards. Of course. I dropped a card. Ace of Wands. I think this is Navalny passing away because of a drink or some kind of absorption of fluid. And I think that he's definitely gone to a better place, but I think that the onus has kind of been put back on his wife, or she feels the onus of doing that. I definitely feel like his wife feels like she has to pick up the mantle. That's for certain. And she's doing it in memory of him, in memory of his life, and she'll be able to, she's gonna be an ambassador, and she's gonna really try to balance out her life and speaking on behalf of her husband and trying to make a difference in this world. But she also is human, and she knows what they have done to her husband, and it's something that keeps her up late at night. It's torturous to her. God bless her. I feel so bad for her. It's like I could feel my heart break for her. So I'm really sorry, but this was not a natural anything. This was something put upon him. So, not fun readings, guys, but readings that we have to do that are necessary, because we need to look into all facets of the information that's coming our way, because that's the only way we're going to stay in the know. Because when you know better, you do better, and we have to do better. That's for certain. We all need to have to do better. So, my darlings, with that, I'm going to say that is our reading for tonight, and I appreciate your time. I really do. Please feel free to like, subscribe, share my channel. Please put a comment in below. Give me your opinion. Give me a heads up, hi, bye, you know, anything. Because anything that you do down below in the comments, or if you like my video, it really helps my channel move. And my channel is really small right now, so we need to grow it out. Or we'll do our best anyway. So, as always, I have our unity candle lit for each and every one of us. And until the next time we chat, take care, cheerio, and God bless.